Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Blog Podcast. Today is Thursday, July 26, 2018. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's baseball games, look ahead to today's slate of games, go over a couple MLB trades that happened yesterday and this morning, and I'm going to do the 2009 NFL ReDraft today. Alright, baseball yesterday. The Rays defeated the Yankees 3-2 as they improved to 52-50. The Yankees dropped to 64-36. Diego Castillo improves to 2-1. Luis Cessa drops to 1-2. Sergio Romo gets his 12th save of the year. Top of the second, sacrifice fly, Neil Walker, 1-0 Yanks. Bottom of the sixth, 2-run home run, Kevin Kiermaier, 2-1 Rays. Home run, C.J. Cron, 3-1 Rays. Top of the eighth, sacrifice fly, Giancarlo Stanton, 3-2 Rays, your final. Your opener was Ryan Stanek. An inning, a hit, no one runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 1.86 ERA. Luis Cessa did okay, 5 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.1 ERA. The Mets defeated the Padres 6-4 as they improved to 42-57. San Diego drops to 42-63. Corey Oswalt improves to 1-2. Clayton Richard drops to 7-10. Anthony Swarzak gets his second save of the year. Top of the second, RBI grounder into a double play by Freddie Galvis. A run scores 1-0 Padres. Top of the fifth, home run Austin Hedges, 2-0 Padres. Bottom of the fifth, RBI single Kevin Plawecki makes it a 2-1 game. RBI single Phillip Evans ties it up at 2 apiece. 2-run single Ahmed Rosario, 4-2 Mets. Bottom of the sixth, 2-run home run Jose Bautista, 6-2 Mets. Top of the seventh, 2-run home run Freddie Galvis makes it a 6-4 game. That's your final. Corey Oswalt, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, leaves the game with 5.27 ERA. Clayton Richard, 5 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout, leaves the game with a 5.05 ERA. The Reds defeated the Cardinals 7-3 as they improved to 45-57. The Cardinals dropped to 51-51. Sal Romano improves to 6-8. Jack Flaherty drops to 4-5. Bottom of the first, 2-run home run Eugenio Suarez, 2-0 Reds. Top of the third, home run Paul DeJong, 2-1 Reds. Bottom of the fourth, home run Adam Duvall, 3-1 Reds. Top of the sixth, RBI double Yaro Munoz, 3-2 Reds. Bottom of the sixth, 2-run home run Tucker Barnhart, 5-2 Reds. Top of the seventh, home run Yadier Molina made it a 5-3 game. Bottom of the eighth, 2-run double Phillip Ervin, 7-3 Reds is your final. Sal Romano, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 5.07 ERA. Jack Flaherty, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.28 ERA. The Phillies defeated the Dodgers 7-3 as they improved to 57-44. The Dodgers dropped to 56-46. Jake Arrieta improves to 8-6. Walker Buehler drops to 4-3. Seranthony Dominguez gets his 10th save of the season. Top of the first, sacrifice fly, Matt Kemp won out the Dodgers. Bottom of the first, home run Rhys Hoskins ties it up at 1 apiece. Bottom of the fifth, home run Scott Kingery, 2-1 Phils. RBI double Andrew Knapp, 3-1 Phils. 3-run triple Carlos Santana, 6-1 Phils. Top of the sixth, 2-run home run Max Muncy makes it a 6-3 game. Bottom of the eighth, RBI single Nick Williams, 7-3 Phils is your final. Jake Arrieta, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.45 ERA. Walker Buehler, 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.92 ERA. The Indians defeated the Pirates 4-0 to snap the Pirates' winning streak at 11. Cleveland improves to 55-46. Pittsburgh drops to 53-50. Trevor Bauer improves to 9-6. Jameson Taillon drops to 5-8. Brad Hand gets his first save as an Indian. Bottom of the third, 2-run single Edwin Encarnacion, 2-0 Indians. Bottom of the eighth, home run Yonder Alonso, 2-run shot, 4-0 Indians is your final. Trevor Bauer was great. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Leaves the game with a 2.32 ERA. Jameson Taillon, 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Leaves the game with a 3.73 ERA. The Nationals defeated the Brewers 7-3 as they improved to 50-51. Milwaukee drops to 58-46. Tanner Roark improves to 4-12. Freddie Peralta drops to 4-2. Top of the first, 2-run single Daniel Murphy, 2-0 Nats. Juan Soto scores on a wild pitch, 3-0 Nats. Top of the fifth, 3-run home run Bryce Harper, 6-0 Nats. Top of the sixth, home run Juan Soto, 7-0 Nats. Bottom of the ninth, 3-run home run. Hernan Perez made it a 7-3 game. That's your final. Tanner Roark, 8 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and 11 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 4.55 ERA. Freddie Peralta, 6 innings, 4 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.74 ERA. Tigers defeated the Royals 8-4 as they improved to 44-60. KC drops to 31-70. Matt Boyd improves to 5-9. Danny Duffy drops to 6-9. Top of the second, RBI single Victor Martinez, 1-0 Tigers. Bottom of the second, RBI double Alex Gordon ties up at 1 apiece. Top of the fourth, John Hicks scores on a wild pitch, 2-0 Tigers. 3-run home run Jose Iglesias, 5-1 Tigers. Bottom of the fifth, RBI double Mike Moustakas, 5-2 Tigers. Top of the sixth, another wild pitch allows Jose Iglesias to score, 6-2 Tigers. RBI single Hamir Candelario, 7-2 Tigers. Top of the ninth, RBI single Victor Martinez, 8-2 Tigers. Bottom of the ninth, RBI triple Whit Merrifield makes it 8-3. RBI single Rosell Herrera makes it an 8-4 game. And that was your final. Matt Boyd, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 4.53 ERA. Danny Duffy, 5 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 4.7 ERA. The Cubs defeated the Diamondbacks 2-1 as they improved to 59-42. The Diamondbacks dropped to 56-47. Carl Edwards Jr. improves to 3-1. TJ McFarland drops to 2-2. Pedro Strop gets his 4th save of the year. Bottom of the 4th, RBI single Ben Zobrist, 1-0 Cubs. Top of the 7th, home run AJ Pollock ties up at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 8th, fielder's choice Jason Hayward, a run scores on the error. 2-1 Cubs is your final. John Lester with a good bounce back start after his rough outing against the Cardinals. 6 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, no walks, 7 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.06 ERA. Robbie Wright was outstanding. 7 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, a walk, 6 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 4.9 ERA. The Twins defeated the Blue Jays 12-6 in 11 innings as they improved to 47-53. Toronto drops to 46-55. Matt Balesel with the win improves to 1-0. Jake Patrico with the loss drops to 1-1. Bottom of the first, RBI double Kendrys Morales, 1-0 Jays. Top of the second, RBI single Mitch Garver, 1-1. Fielder's choice Jake Cave, 2-1 Twins. RBI double Joe Mauer, 3-1 Twins. Bottom of the second, sacrifice fly Lemis Diaz makes it a 3-2 game. Bottom of the fifth, sacrifice fly Kendrys Morales ties up at 3 apiece. Top of the sixth, home run Mitch Garver, 4-3 Twins. Top of the eighth, RBI single Mitch Garver, 5-3 Twins. RBI double Joe Mauer, 6-3 Twins. Bottom of the eighth, 2-run single Luke Maile makes it a 6-5 game. Fielder's choice of Lemis Diaz ties up at 6 apiece. Top of the 11th, Max Kepler hit by pitch. A run scores with the bases loaded. 7-6 Twins. 2-run ground rule double Mitch Garver. 9-6 Twins. 2-run double Robbie Grossman. 11-6 Twins. RBI single Joe Mauer. 12-6 Twins is your final. Irvin Santana in his first start of the season. 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Leaves the game with 5.4 ERA. Sam Gaviglio, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Leaves the game with a 4.65 ERA. The Mariners defeated the Giants 3-2 as they improved to 61-41. The Giants dropped to 52-51. Alex Colomé improves to 3-5. Tony Watson drops to 3-4. Edwin Diaz gets his 38th save of the year. Bottom of the first, sacrifice fly Gene Segura, 1-0 Mariners. Bottom of the second, home run Ryan Healy, 2-0 Mariners. Top of the seventh, RBI double Brandon Crawford makes it a 2-1 game. RBI double Hunter Pence ties up at 2 apiece. Bottom of the eighth, RBI single Gene Segura, 3-2 Mariners, your final. Mike Leake pitched well, 6 in the third innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 4.15 ERA. Derek Holland pitched well too, 6 innings, 3 hits, an earned run, a walk, 4 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.92 ERA. The Athletics defeated the Rangers 6-5 as they improved to 60-43. Texas drops to 42-61. Lou Trevino improves to 8-1. Jose Leclerc drops to 2-3. Blake Trinan gets his 26th save of the year. Top of the first, RBI double Matt Olson, 1-0 A's. Bottom of the second, 3-run home run Robinson Chirinos, 3-1 Rangers. Bottom of the fifth, RBI single, Rugden Odor. 4-1 Rangers. RBI single, Adrian Beltre. 5-1 Rangers. Top of the 7th, 3-run home run, Chris Davis. Makes it a 5-4 game. Top of the 9th, 2-run home run, Chris Davis. The second of the game gives the A's a 6-5 lead. That's your final. Edwin Jackson, 4 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 3.86 ERA. Martin Perez was okay, 6 innings, 7 hits, and a run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 7.08 ERA. The Rockies defeated the Astros 3-2 as they improved to 54-47. Houston drops to 67-37. Wade Davis improves to 1-3. Colin McHugh drops to 5-1. Bottom of the 2nd, home run Carlos Gonzalez, 1-0 Rockies. Top of the 4th, RBI double. Jose Altuve ties up at 1 apiece. RBI ground out Marwin Gonzalez, 2-1 Astros. Bottom of the 7th, Nolan Arenado fouls out to 3rd. A run scores. Ties it up at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 9th, the walk-off home run, Charlie Blackmon, 3-2 Rockies winner. John Gray pitched very well again. 7 innings, a hit, an earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 5.16 ERA. Charlie Morton, 6 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, leaves the game with a 2.89 ERA. The Angels defeated the White Sox 11-3 as they improved to 51-52. The White Sox dropped to 36-65. Tyler Skaggs improves to 8-5. James Shields drops to 4-12. Bottom of the 1st, home run Mike Trout, 1-0 Angels. Bottom of the 2nd, home run Albert Pujols, 2-0 Angels. Top of the 4th, Avisail Garcia safe on the error by Andrelton Simmons. A run scores, makes it a 2-1 game. Sacrifice by Yoan Moncada ties it up at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 5th, RBI double Cole Calhoun, 3-2 Angels. 2-run home run Shohei Ohtani, 5-2 Angels. RBI single Andrelton Simmons. A run scores on the error, 6-2 Angels. Bottom of the 6th, 3-run home run Mike Trout, 9-2 Angels. 2-run double Luis Valbuena, 11-2 Angels. Top of the 9th, home run Matt Davidson. Made it an 11-3 game. That was your final. Tyler Skaggs pitched great again. 6 innings, 4 hits, and earned run, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Leaves the game with a 2.62 ERA. James Shields, 4 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Leaves the game with a 4.53 ERA. Red Sox, Orioles. Actually was being played. The Red Sox had a 5-0 lead, courtesy of home runs by Andrew Benintendi, Mookie Betts, and JD Martinez. But those did not count. The game was postponed until August 11th, which is a Saturday. It is in a couple of weeks. Today's games. At 2:20, you have Diamondbacks, Cubs. Zach Godley and Tyler Chatwood. 4 o'clock, White Sox, Angels. Dylan Covey and Nick Tropiano. 7 o'clock, Phillies, Reds. Rangers, Suarez against Tyler Mahle. Royals, Yankees. Jacob Junis and Sonny Gray. Rays, Orioles. Hunter Wood against Alex Cobb. Wood will be your opener tonight. Mets, Pirates. Steven Matz and Nick Kingham. Twins, Red Sox. Kyle Gibson and Brian Johnson. Nationals, Marlins. Tommy Malone, remember him, against Dan Straley. Dodgers, Braves at 7:30, Rich Hill and Anibal Sanchez. 8 o'clock, Athletics, Rangers. Trevor Cahill and Bartolo Colon. And at 10:15, Brewers, Giants. Wade Miley and Derek Rodriguez. All right, now a couple trades happened yesterday in Major League Baseball. I discussed the Nathan Eovaldi trade on the podcast yesterday that sent him to the Red Sox for Jalen Beeks. I think that's a great deal for the Red Sox. He'll help them because the Red Sox rotation is stacked with a lot of lefties in there, so they needed a righty in there. Although Eovaldi is very homer prone, and that might not benefit him if he has to pitch at Yankee Stadium or even Camden Yards for that matter. So the first trade that happened yesterday was the Tampa Bay Rays, or I should say the second trade, the second Rays trade, the second trade of the day. The Rays traded away their swingman Matt Andriese to the Arizona Diamondbacks for 2 prospects. One of them is supposed to be a backup catcher, and the other's a pitcher. Michael Perez is the catcher, and he might be in the big leagues right away playing for the Rays. And a pitcher in A-ball righty by the name of Brian Schaffer. Schaffer was, I believe, the 23rd ranked Diamondbacks prospect that got sent in the deal. Nice pickup for the Diamondbacks. He could both start and pitch out of the pen. He can be insurance in case Clay Buchholz gets hurt again, and Buchholz has done an outstanding job. And plus, the Diamondbacks needed rotation depth. They lost Tajon Walker for the year because of Tommy John surgery. Robbie Ray looked good in his last outing. Zach Greinke's had a great year. Patrick Corbin's had a solid year. So they have a good front 3, but their back end right now is Buchholz and I guess Andriese and Zach Godley too. So they have some depth there now with the addition of Andriese. But I would put Andriese as like your swing man for right now in the pen, like he was doing with the Rays. That's where I think he's best suited. So I mentioned your top 3. You have Greinke, Corbin, and Robbie Ray. And in the back end, you have Zach Godley and Clay Buchholz. The second trade that happened yesterday was that the Toronto Blue Jays traded Sang-Hwan Oh to the Colorado Rockies for a couple position player prospects. I think this is a good trade for Colorado because their bullpen's been a disaster this year. Brian Shaw's been a flop. Wade Davis hasn't been the same. A lot of their guys have flopped. Adam Ottavino has been their best reliever this season. And so now they upgrade their pen by trading for and then the Toronto Blue Jays in return got minor league infielder Chad Spangenberger and a minor league outfielder by the name of Forrest Wall. And there's a player to be named later in the deal too. We'll find out who that is going to eventually be. Neither of these teams are done dealing yet, as the Rockies look to improve their rotation and even get yet another bullpen arm. And on the flip side, Toronto has assets to trade such as Jay Happ, Tyler Clipper, John Axford, Curtis Granderson. I do not think Marcus Stroman or Josh Donaldson will be moved. Josh Donaldson just has been hurt all year and has been abysmal when he was playing in this season. Another trade that went down this morning, Martin Maldonado, the starting catcher of the Los Angeles Angels, gets dealt to the Houston Astros for left-handed pitching prospect Patrick Sandoval, as well as international bonus money. A trade that just went down a couple minutes ago, Joakim Soria from the White Sox to the Milwaukee Brewers for pitching prospects Cody Mideros, the lefty, and the righty Wilber Perez. So the White Sox take on 2 pitching prospects for a veteran reliever, and a veteran catcher gets the Angels a left-handed pitching prospect and international spending pool money. It was just announced that Chris Bryant has been sent to the disabled list due to a shoulder injury. That's a blow for the Cubs offense. The Cubs have been on a roll since he's come off the DL. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Cubs do and if their offense regresses without Bryant, which it probably might. And it's very likely because I think Bryant is a big part of their success, and I don't see any chance of them winning in the playoffs if Bryant is not healthy. All right, last I'm going to do my 2009 NFL redraft. I'm going to go 1 to 32, I should say. 1 Lions, Matthew Stafford. Was there any doubt? No do-over here as the Lions take their franchise quarterback. Stafford has led the Lions to mostly success. Haven't won a playoff game, though, but they've been relevant with Stafford. 2, the Rams, LaShawn McCoy who's had himself a fabulous career to this point. One of the better running backs in the league, especially when he was in his prime on the Eagles. 3 Chiefs, Clay Matthews has been the leader of that Packers defense for years. Would have been a nice fit on KC. 4 Seahawks, Brian Cushing, the leader of the Texans defense all those years, and he just retired. 5 the Jets, Mike Wallace. Would have been a great number 1 receiver for them in that era, although they had Mark Sanchez in this draft. But Sanchez doesn't go here in this redraft. I take Mike Wallace here to be their number 1 receiver, and then they would do whatever at quarterback in those Rex Ryan seasons. 6 Cincinnati Bengals, Brian Arakpo. Solid player as a Redskin and as a Titan. He would have been a good fit on the Bengals defense, especially when they were in that stretch when they were making the playoffs every year with Andy Dalton. 7 the Raiders, Michael Jenkins, who's been one of the better safeties in the league the last couple years. He's in his prime right now, and he certainly would have been a nice fit on that Raiders defense. 8 Jacksonville Jaguars, Michael Bennett, somebody who's been an absolute stud on the Seahawks. Now he's on the Eagles. Would have been a good fit in Jacksonville too. 9 Packers, Alex Mack would have been a great backbone for Aaron Rodgers on that offensive line. 10 49ers, Max Unger. He would have been protecting Alex Smith and then Colin Kaepernick. 11 Bills, Michael Crabtree. Was great in his prime, now on the Raiders. And would have been a nice fit on Buffalo. 12 Denver, Arian Foster. Was an absolute stud in his prime when he was on the Texans. And Foster would have been the top back on the Broncos in the Peyton Manning era. 13 the Redskins, Michael Johnson. Very good defensive player. He bounced around a little bit for a couple years, but has played his best football with the Bengals. 14 the Saints, B.J. Raji, one of the leaders on the Packers defense, who recently retired. Was a big part of their Super Bowl run in 2011. Or I should say the 2010 season. It was in the year of 2011. 15 Houston Texans, Patrick Chung would have been a nice fit in that secondary. He's still one of the key pieces in the Patriots secondary. 16 the San Diego Chargers at the time, Vontae Davis was pretty good in his prime in Indy. 17 the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jarius Byrd was a great player in Buffalo, didn't live up to expectations in New Orleans. 18 the Denver Broncos, Jeremy Maclin would have been a fine receiver, would have been playing with Kyle Orton, Tim Tebow, and Peyton Manning. 19 Philadelphia Eagles, TJ Lang, solid offensive lineman. Would have been on those Michael Vick teams. 20 the Detroit Lions, Eugene Monroe was a solid offensive lineman with the Jags, then the Ravens. 21 the Cleveland Browns, Will Beatty was a pretty good offensive lineman in his prime. The Giants had to cut him because he became a cap casualty. 22 the Minnesota Vikings, Luis Vasquez was a solid offensive lineman in the league for a few years, was a big part of the Denver Broncos teams that Peyton Manning were on. 23 to Baltimore Ravens, Eric Wood, he was a solid player in his prime. 24 the Atlanta Falcons, Andre Smith was a good player in his prime. 25 the Miami Dolphins, Ziggy Hood was a pretty good player in his prime. 26 Green Bay Packers, Glover Quinn, the safety from the Detroit Lions. He would have been a nice fit in that secondary. 27 Indianapolis Colts, Robert Ayers, somebody that was pretty good in his prime, not great. Would have been one of the best players on the Colts defense, certainly. 28 Buffalo Bills, Mark Sanchez. They get a good quarterback for a couple of years. 29 the New York Giants, Darius Hayward-Bay, a good number 3 receiver, still plays in the league. He's on the Steelers right now. Would have been a nice fit for Eli Manning. 30 Tennessee Titans, Percy Harvin, somebody who was outstanding in his prime with the Vikings and didn't really live up to expectations with the Seahawks. 31 the Arizona Cardinals, Hakeem Nicks, who was the Giants' first round pick, was a big part of their Super Bowl run in the 2011 season. 32 the Pittsburgh Steelers, Kenny Britt was a solid receiver in the league on the Titans. And that's it for the 2009 NFL redraft. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the 2009 NBA redraft and go over any other trades that happen within the next 24 hours or so. And I'll go over anything else that happens in the world of sports. I hope you guys have a great day, everybody.